Prepare to uncover a surprising truth about your kitchen leftovers. You might not realize it, but reheating certain foods could be quietly undermining your health, especially as the years add up. It's a silent assault that can subtly weaken your digestion, intensify inflammation throughout your body, and even cloud your memory or affect your balance, often without any immediate warning signs. This isn't just a hunch. These risks are grounded in research, highlighted in journals like the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, specifically examining how frequently reheated foods impact older adults over time. While warming up yesterday's meal seems utterly harmless, some common foods undergo concerning transformations when reheated. They can shed vital nutrients or morph into substances that quietly strain the very systems designed to keep you vibrant and independent after 65. Your heart, your blood sugar, your joints. But don't worry, knowledge is your greatest ally. In the moments that follow, you'll discover 3 foods seniors should never reheat and 3 that actually become more beneficial when warmed properly. And stay with me until the very end, because I will reveal one everyday food that appears completely safe yet may be silently damaging your body with every second serving you consume. Let's start with the good news, the foods you should be reheating. Because when done right, they can genuinely fuel your energy, sharpen your memory, and enhance your mobility day after day. Before we dive in, if you haven't yet joined our community, I strongly recommend you hit that subscribe button and activate the notification bell. This ensures you never miss another essential health tip crafted specifically for you. If you find value in this video, please signal that by typing 1 in the comments below. If it doesn't quite hit the mark, type 0. Your feedback is invaluable in helping me create content that truly serves you better. So, here are 3 foods seniors should embrace reheating to unlock maximum nutrients and support their vitality. 1. Oatmeal. A warm embrace for the mind and gut. For seniors stepping into the golden chapters of life, mornings often carry a quiet, powerful potential, a gentle invitation to start fresh, with intention. Few foods capture that spirit as beautifully as a warm bowl of oatmeal. Yet, a little-known secret is that reheating oatmeal, far from diminishing its goodness, can actually amplify its health advantages, particularly for aging bodies that thrive on nourishment without burden. When oats are cooked and then cooled, a remarkable transformation occurs. Their starches reorganize, creating what scientists call resistant starch, a type of carbohydrate that bravely resists digestion in your small intestine. When you gently reheat that oatmeal, these resistant starches remain intact, traveling onward to nourish the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This silent partnership helps fortify digestion, smooth out blood sugar control, and calm inflammation throughout your entire body. This isn't just abstract science, it's profoundly practical wisdom for anyone over 65. As we age, digestion often becomes more sluggish, and blood sugar levels can become more unpredictable. Reheated oatmeal offers a stable, low-glycemic energy source. It won't send your sugar levels soaring. Instead, it releases energy gradually and steadily, keeping you feeling fuller longer and contributing to stable mood and focus. But the benefits reach even deeper. Oatmeal contains beta-glucan, a soluble fiber renowned for its power to support heart health by helping to reduce that undesirable LDL or bad cholesterol. 1 For seniors navigating the risks of cardiovascular issues, making reheated oatmeal a regular, gentle morning ritual becomes a quiet, powerful act of prevention. And unlike many breakfast options burdened by excessive added sugars or unhealthy saturated fats, oatmeal is naturally mild, soothing for the stomach, and incredibly adaptable. Adding a sprinkle of cinnamon, a few chopped walnuts, or a handful of fresh blueberries doesn't just elevate the flavor. It infuses your meal with potent antioxidants, nature's defenders against the subtle wear and tear of cellular aging. The very warmth of reheated oatmeal also offers comfort on a deeper, emotional level. It's familiar, easily digested, and grounding, especially on chilly mornings or when energy feels low. It's more than just sustenance. It's a tender act of self-care, a quiet reminder that even small, mindful rituals can profoundly shape a healthier day and, by extension, a healthier life. Yet, here's a crucial point many overlook. While oatmeal fortifies you from the inside out, not every warm meal offers such grace. Some dishes, while feeling comforting, can quietly turn harmful when rewarmed, potentially disrupting more than just your digestion. They can subtly impact your joints, your nerves, and your long-term vitality. So, what's the next best dish to reheat? One that stands as a quiet guardian of your immune system and helps restore bone strength with every nourishing spoonful. The something truly healing and deeply nourishing. If you're still with me, finding these insights valuable, please comment with the number 1 below to let me know you're following along. Now, let's move on to our second incredibly beneficial reheated food. 2. Vegetable soup. A gentle medicine for joints, immunity, and the soul. In the quiet hush of a late afternoon, as the body begins to feel the gentle weight of the years and the light outside softens, there is something profoundly restorative about a warm bowl of vegetable soup. It transcends mere comfort food. It is ancestral wisdom, lovingly ladled into a bowl. And for seniors, particularly those navigating the natural complexities of aging bodies, reheating vegetable soup isn't just about convenience. It's an act of reclaiming life-giving nutrients that seem to deepen in richness and power with time. Remarkably, unlike many processed meals, a homemade vegetable soup often becomes more nutritious the day after it's made. How can this be? When robust vegetables like carrots, celery, onions, leafy greens, and sweet potatoes are simmered slowly and then allowed to cool and rest, their cell walls begin a process of gentle breakdown. This releases minerals and potent plant compounds that weren't fully available during the initial cooking. Upon reheating, the broth transforms into a concentrated elixir of antioxidants, phytonutrients, and essential hydration, a powerful trio particularly vital for seniors. As the immune system naturally mellows with age, the body can become more susceptible to inflammation, respiratory challenges, and joint stiffness. 2. But a thoughtfully reheated vegetable soup, especially one enriched with ingredients like garlic, turmeric, or parsley, acts as a soothing internal defense. The warmth encourages circulation, gently opening blood vessels and easing cold extremities, while the anti-inflammatory compounds begin their quiet, crucial work of calming the body's internal landscape. For those who find appetite a challenge, a common issue among older adults, soup offers an approachable, easily digested meal that doesn't overwhelm the senses. Its gentle consistency and soothing warmth nourish without demanding significant effort, helping to maintain strength, hydration, and nutrient intake, especially on days when eating feels like a chore. Then there's the profound emotional nourishment. A pot of soup prepared with care and reheated with intention carries within it echoes of kitchens past, of family gathered, of simpler times when food was more than just fuel. In every spoonful lies a return to something familiar and safe, a moment to pause from the world's demands and care for oneself in the most fundamental way. And for those managing conditions like high blood pressure, arthritis, or sluggish digestion, soup provides a beautiful way to incorporate healing herbs and mineral-rich vegetables without the burden of harsh spices or heavy fats. It's a form of nourishment perfectly aligned with the body's evolving needs, gentle, warm, and profoundly forgiving. But what if we told you that even the humble grain often served alongside your soup could be quietly strengthening your bones and stabilizing your heart, especially when warmed the right way? The next food is one too many seniors tend to overlook. And yet, when properly reheated, it has the potential to become your greatest ally in maintaining strength and preventing frailty. 3. Brown rice. A quiet foundation for strength, heart health, and longevity. There resides a certain wisdom in simple foods, quiet, grounding, and steadfast. Among them, brown rice stands humbly, often unnoticed, next to more vibrant dishes. Yet for seniors, this unassuming grain, when gently reheated, offers something far more valuable than mere taste. It provides structure, stability, and a slow, steady release of strength that supports every heartbeat, every step, and every precious moment of independence. Unlike its refined counterpart, white rice, brown rice wisely retains its bran and germ layers. 3. These are natural powerhouses of fiber, crucial B vitamins, magnesium, and selenium, nutrients the aging body absolutely craves. 4. When freshly cooked and then allowed to cool, brown rice also begins to develop resistant starch, similar to the process in oatmeal. 5. But the magic unfolds when you reheat it properly, perhaps gently steamed or warmed with a light splash of water. These complex carbohydrates become remarkably gentle on the digestive system, releasing energy slowly without overwhelming the pancreas or causing those undesirable blood sugar spikes. For seniors managing conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, or sluggish digestion, this is a detail of immense importance. Reheated brown rice helps maintain consistent energy levels throughout the day, preventing the crashes and fatigue that can so easily steal the joy from daily routines. It also acts as a friend to your gut microbiome, feeding those beneficial bacteria that play a critical role in regulating immunity, mood, and inflammation. Magnesium, a mineral frequently depleted in older adults, is generously present in brown rice and is vital for healthy nerve function, maintaining steady blood pressure, and promoting muscle relaxation, particularly crucial at night when restless legs or cramps can interrupt restorative sleep. Point 6. Each warm serving of reheated rice transcends being just a meal. It becomes a deliberate act to soothe, stabilize, and fortify the aging body from within. And then there is the profound emotional connection to rice. Its ties to comfort, to family tables, to the comforting aroma of something familiar and safe. Warming leftover rice isn't solely about convenience. It's a return to a nurturing rhythm, a small gesture of care that speaks to the body, affirming, "You are still strong. You are still capable. You are still cared for." Best of all, brown rice adapts effortlessly to the senior kitchen. Mix it with soft, cooked vegetables, nourishing lentils, or a simple drizzle of olive oil for a nutrient-dense dish that is easy to chew, easy to digest, and deeply satisfying. For those who find complex meal preparation challenging, it becomes a reliable, flexible staple, a foundation, both literally and symbolically, for graceful aging. But while brown rice steadily builds us up, quietly and surely, not every reheated food offers the same support. In stark contrast, some cherished dishes, when warmed a second time, can subtly betray the very organs they once seemingly comforted. What if the next plate you place in the microwave is silently working against your heart, your nerves, and even your precious memory? What you're about to discover may fundamentally change how you view your leftovers forever. Now, let's shift our focus to the hidden dangers, the 3 food seniors should never reheat. 1. Cooked mushrooms. The hidden danger beneath the surface. There is something uniquely earthy and nourishing about mushrooms, a food that connects us to the soil, to nature, to something ancient and grounding. For many seniors, mushrooms feel like an unquestionably healthy choice, naturally low in fat, rich in antioxidants, and gentle on the stomach when freshly cooked. But concealed within their soft, delicate texture lies a lesser-known truth. Reheating cooked mushrooms can quietly transform a wholesome meal into a potential health risk, especially as the body becomes more sensitive with age. Mushrooms contain complex proteins and amino acids, compounds that are undeniably beneficial when fresh. 7. However, they are also quite delicate and easily altered by heat. When mushrooms are first cooked, these proteins undergo structural changes that make them easier to digest. But when they are cooled and then subjected to reheating, those same proteins can undergo a second denaturation, transforming into compounds that an aging body may no longer be able to process efficiently. For a younger person, this might pass completely unnoticed. But for an older adult whose digestive enzymes may be less robust and whose gut sensitivity is often higher, it can manifest as discomfort, bloating, and even nausea. The more significant danger often lies in what you don't immediately feel. Improper storage or attempting to reheat at inadequate temperatures can create a breeding ground for harmful bacteria, such as Clostridium botulinum or Listeria. 8. This risk is elevated particularly in mushrooms that have been sautéed in butter or oil and left at room temperature for too long before storage. These insidious bacteria don't always announce their presence with dramatic symptoms right away, but the potential damage can begin silently, disrupting the delicate balance of the digestive tract or even affecting the nervous system in vulnerable seniors. The price you might pay for this seemingly small oversight may not arrive as immediate pain or acute illness, but it accumulates over time. It could appear as persistent fatigue, chronic indigestion, or an afternoon spent feeling unwell instead of enjoying peace. It might even surface as a weakened immune response at a stage of life when every ounce of strength is invaluable. What's more, cooked mushrooms lose a significant portion of their nutritional value upon reheating. The precious antioxidants that once bolstered your immune system degrade, offering little defense against the inflammation and oxidative stress that are natural companions to aging. You are left with food that tastes familiar but no longer serves your body's needs in the way it should. Reheating mushrooms might seem like a harmless habit, especially in our fast-paced world that champions convenience. But for seniors deeply committed to safeguarding their health, their memory, and their mobility, it's a habit absolutely worth breaking. Let mushrooms be a delightful gift enjoyed fresh at their peak, not a lingering leftover that poses a quiet risk on your stove or in your microwave. But what about another immensely popular kitchen staple? Something delightfully crisp, vibrantly colorful, and generally perceived as utterly harmless. What if one seemingly innocent vegetable could be stirring up silent inflammation in your joints and subtly undermining the very stability of your steps? The answer to this might genuinely surprise you. If you're still watching and finding these insights helpful, please pause and comment with the number 1 below. It truly helps me know you're engaged and with me on this journey. Now, let's unveil the second food seniors should definitively avoid reheating. 2. Eggs. The silent shift from nourishment to harm. Eggs are widely celebrated as one of the most complete and wholesome foods available to us. 9. They embody simplicity, balance, and fundamental nourishment, a beloved staple gracing the breakfast tables of generations past. For seniors especially, eggs deliver high-quality protein and vital nutrients like choline and vitamin D, both absolutely essential for robust brain health and maintaining strong bones. 10. However, tucked away within their humble shell lies a subtle little-known truth. When eggs are reheated, their very nature undergoes a transformation, and not for the better. When initially cooked, eggs are wonderfully safe, easily digestible, and deeply nourishing. But once they cool and are stored, even just overnight, their delicate proteins begin to change in ways that aren't always compatible with the aging digestive system. Reheating cooked eggs, particularly using a microwave or high-heat pan, causes the proteins to harden and restructure again, making them significantly more difficult to digest. This can readily lead to bloating, discomfort, or indigestion in older adults whose digestive processes may be less efficient. More concerning is the potential formation of harmful compounds. When eggs, especially those prepared with oils, like fried or scrambled, are reheated, the fats and cholesterol can oxidize. 11. This process creates substances that actively contribute to inflammation and damage within the arteries. These aren't merely theoretical possibilities. They are biological realities, particularly for seniors already managing conditions like high cholesterol, high blood pressure, or existing heart disease. The price you might pay isn't always immediate or dramatic. It could be a stomach that feels uneasy for the remainder of the day, a pervasive sluggishness that slows your usual pace, or a mental fogginess that clouds your thinking. Over time, the burden becomes cumulative, a gradually weakened digestive system, persistent low-grade inflammation, and potentially rising cholesterol levels, all stemming quietly from a seemingly well-intentioned habit of warming up yesterday's eggs. It feels like such a small, harmless act. But for a body that has earned its right to be treated with gentleness and respect, reheating eggs becomes an unnecessary strain. The very nutrients once intended to shield your brain and strengthen your muscles may inadvertently work against you if they are handled carelessly after that initial cooking. There are far safer, more beneficial ways to enjoy eggs. Savor them fresh, prepared gently and with mindful care. Whether boiled or poached, they offer incredible benefits when consumed right after cooking. But resist that urge to save them for later. What appears to be mere convenience can, meal by meal, subtly chip away at your hard-earned vitality. Yet, eggs are not the only comfort food carrying these hidden consequences. There is one more item, perhaps the most beloved and deeply woven into the fabric of American kitchens, that poses an even greater risk when reheated. Soft, warm, and instantly familiar, it might feel like a comforting embrace from the past. But beneath its inviting golden surface lies a metabolic trap that can potentially weaken your legs, slow your heart, and dim your mind. You will absolutely want to know this truth before you take your next bite. 3. White potatoes. The comfort that quietly betrays. For countless older adults, white potatoes evoke a cascade of warm memories. Family dinners, cheerful weekend gatherings, holiday meals where mashed potatoes were served with an extra scoop of love. They are soft, incredibly familiar, and deeply embedded in culinary tradition. But for seniors, especially those dedicated to protecting the health of their heart, circulation, and balance, reheating white potatoes can sadly transform a cherished comfort food into a quiet, persistent threat. When freshly cooked, white potatoes are already relatively high on the glycemic index. 12. This means they are quickly broken down into sugars in the body, causing noticeable spikes in blood sugar levels. But when they are cooked, cooled, and then reheated, particularly if prepared with additions like butter, oil, or cream, their starch structure undergoes a concerning change. Instead of offering gentle support to the body, this transformation can actually worsen insulin resistance and trigger inflammatory responses that negatively impact blood vessels, nerves, and even the delicate tissues of the brain. What makes this particularly dangerous for seniors is that aging naturally reduces the body's sensitivity to these blood sugar fluctuations. Reheated potatoes can contribute to pronounced post-meal fatigue, uncomfortable numbness or tingling in the legs and feet, and fuel chronic inflammation, a state linked to everything from persistent joint stiffness to a decline in cognitive function. Adding another layer of risk, many seniors unknowingly reheat potato-based dishes in plastic containers. The high heat can cause harmful chemicals like bisphenol A, BPA, to leach into the food, substances known to interfere with delicate hormonal balance and compromise heart health. The unfortunate result? A once innocent plate of leftovers may be doing far more harm than good, silently undermining your well-being. The price you pay is subtle but undeniably serious. You might feel unusually tired after lunch, never connecting that energy crash to your reheated potatoes. You might notice increasing stiffness in your knees or that tingling sensation in your feet, perhaps attributing it simply to aging without recognizing the true source resting on your plate. Over time, these small, daily moments accumulate, leading to poorer circulation, potentially rising blood pressure, weakened muscle control, and slower recovery after periods of illness or injury. What makes this even more disheartening is that white potatoes offer very little nutritional protection in return. Unlike nutrient-dense sweet potatoes or other vibrantly colored root vegetables, they significantly lack the antioxidants that could help buffer their less desirable effects. They may fill your stomach, yes, but they do not actively fortify your body. They satisfy your taste buds, but they quietly place a strain on the very systems seniors need most to safeguard. Warmth and tradition hold immense beauty, but as we age, it becomes imperative to differentiate between emotional comfort and genuine nutritional safety. Choose wisely. Allow white potatoes to be a fond part of your past, not a staple that hinders your present journey toward health and healing. And now, as we reflect on these quiet dangers lurking in our leftovers, a larger, undeniable truth comes into focus. Not everything in your refrigerator truly deserves a second chance on your plate. So, how can seniors reclaim their meals, their energy, and their independence through smarter, more conscious food choices? The answer doesn't begin with fear, but with gentle, loving steps toward greater awareness. Every meal is a choice. Honor your health, one mindful bite at a time. As we navigate later life, the decisions we make around the dinner table become more significant than ever before. Reheating food might seem like a trivial, everyday act, but for seniors, it can silently shape the trajectory of your health, your energy levels, and your hard-won independence. Understanding which foods to confidently avoid reheating and which ones can actually support your well-being when warmed properly is far more than simple nutritional advice. It is, at its core, a profound form of self-respect. The truth is, aging well isn't achieved through dramatic changes. It emerges from small, consistent, conscious decisions, like how we choose to handle our leftovers, how we honor the needs of our digestive system, and how we actively protect the strength of our heart, our brain, and our legs with every single meal. When you make the conscious choice to reheat the right foods, like warm, comforting oatmeal, nourishing vegetable soups, or grounding brown rice, you aren't just satisfying hunger. You are sending a powerful message to your body: I still care. I still choose vitality. I still choose life. And when you courageously let go of habits that no longer serve you, like automatically reheating eggs, mushrooms, or white potatoes, you take another significant step toward true freedom. Freedom from discomfort, freedom from preventable fatigue, and freedom from the avoidable health setbacks that too often diminish the joy of the later years. The price we pay for convenience can be subtle but deeply lasting. But the immense reward for cultivating this kind of awareness is infinitely greater. Smoother digestion, stronger, more confident steps, sharper, clearer thinking, and perhaps most importantly, a profound sense of empowerment and control over your own well-being, regardless of the number of years you've lived. So, the next time you open your refrigerator, take a moment to pause and remember this essential truth. Not everything within it truly deserves a second chance on your plate. Choose what truly nourishes you. Reheat with conscious intention and wisdom. And honor this precious chapter of your life with the quiet strength that flows not from impulse, but from informed, loving choices. Because in the end, every warm meal isn't just about comfort. It is a choice. A choice to safeguard your future, one deliberate bite at a time. These insights are shared with the deepest hope that they inspire you to live fully and authentically in every stage of life. Now, I would genuinely love to hear from you. Take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed and please share just one thing you have learned from this video and plan to integrate into your own life. Let's build a supportive community where we can encourage each other on this shared journey toward embracing these vital truths. If you found this video helpful and engaging, please signal that by leaving a comment below with a number 1. If it didn't quite meet your expectations, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback is crucial in helping me refine and improve the content I create for you. Don't forget to like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel and turn on that notification bell for more content designed to empower you on your health journey. Thank you for your time and attention. Here's to living life fully, on your own terms, armed with knowledge and making empowered choices, one mindful meal at a time.